Driving trains, trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, roadsides wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, roadsides wrecked. It's CK gaming time. Driving trains, gaining destinations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK Sim Gaming. CK Sim Gaming time. CK Sim Gaming. CK Sim Gaming. Driving through stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK Sim Gaming.
Good morning everyone, welcome back to ETS2. We're in Cologne at the moment. We're waiting at a bus stop, waiting to pick up some imaginary passengers, and then we're going to be taking this bus to Munich. So this is one of the modded buses from D-Bus with a Flixbus skin. So yeah, we've got Cologne on the map, found a bus stop to park up at. And we're going to open the doors in a moment, let the passengers get on. Just making sure everything is good in regards to the microphone and everything else. I think it's all good. If you are here, please say hi. It really helps. And I know that people can hear me okay. Right, let's open the doors up. There's the doors. Now we've got to imagine that there's imaginary passengers getting on. But as this is a bit like my Train Sim World free roam streams, there's never no passengers because everyone's always too scared to travel with me. So anyway, I've made up a map. Now I'm doing it in bits. So the first part we're going to be doing is Cologne to Mannheim. Now I'm basing this on another streamer called Carter who did a route in Flixbus going from Cologne to Munich. The problem is that for me, we don't have a Kaiserslautern or however it's pronounced, but I think it's down in this sort of area, but it's not in here. So we're going to have to sort of pretend that it doesn't exist and go straight to Mannheim. Now, I've got no idea where there's a bus stop in Mannheim, so I've just set the marker to here. There could be one over here, so there might be a bit of driving around trying to find a bus stop in Mannheim. And then from Mannheim we're going to go into Stuttgart, which is literally just down the road, and then from Stuttgart over to Munich. It'd be interesting to say. It says it's 206 kilometers, so this first section might be quite short. Now the game scale is different in this than it is in Flixbus, so yeah, it might be quite a quick journey, this one. So we'll have to see. I might extend it afterwards and maybe go for Munich further out, but we'll see. Right, anyway, I think the passengers are on, and we can close the doors up now, and then we'll get going. Right, anyway, there is a shortcut that I can take so I don't have to go around all the houses, which is basically down the road and turn left, and then we cut out a little bit. It's very quiet, the roads today. Must be because it's the weekend. everyone's at home. Oh look, was that a train? Oh, there's a train up there. Anyway, let's just go down this hidden road here. You can always tell when there's a hidden road in ETS, because when you discover it, it kind of has the road as a kind of like a dotted line. That also works in ATS as well. What on earth is that? Oh, it's a crane. I thought for a minute that was the car that had sort of was like flying up into the sky. I thought, well, that can't be right. Oh, I've just seen a tram. Just saw a tram at the end of the road. So yeah, it's probably going to take me longer to actually find a bus stop than it actually is going to be to drive to Mannheim. Over there. There's another bus stop just across the road there, actually. Look, another bus stop. It's not on my side, unfortunately. That's 2 bus stops so far then. I've got to remember that this isn't American truck, so I can't just turn right here. Well, I could, but you know. Round we go. We've still not come out of the city yet. As I said, the revamped cities are a lot bigger now. In the past, if you remember the really old DLCs for ETS or base map, they used to just be like a square that you would just drive around. You'd drive to a city which was just a square, drive around the block, and then that would be it. Hello, Katie. I see you've made it. Welcome aboard the bus. About right. That pickup truck was thinking about it then. Did you see it? It's like it kind of divered. It kind of went over the line and then it thought, oh, should I stop? And so it kind of braked and then it thought, well, actually no, let's just carry on. Well, at least you can watch me on one device at least. That's better than none, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, once I find a bus stop at Mannheim, then we'll set a route to Stuttgart, and then from Stuttgart we'll go to Munich. Bimbleators. Do you know what? I haven't heard that word bimble for ages. Well, yeah, it probably will be, but when I get to Mannheim, because, as I said, I don't know where the bus stop is, so I'll probably be driving around for about an hour looking for a bus stop. I have looked for a mod that would show where bus stops were on a map, but unless the actual person that makes a map puts the bus stops on the map, you know, like on Grand Utopia, you can see all the bus stops. As I said at the beginning, when Carter did this route in Fernbus, he had Kaiserslautern as a stop as well, but we don't have Kaiserslautern on the base map for Germany. We do in Pro Mods, but it would mean I'd have to go back to previous game version and then also buy this bus in my profile. And I don't think my profile in Pro Mods has enough money on it to buy this bus, because I think this bus is like 100 grand or something. So, yeah. So it's this base map basically for the minute. Just driving along at about 60 kilometers. That's alright for you then, isn't it? A bit of summer. I'll put the wipers on. Pressing buttons. See, this bit here still reminds me of base game because of the asset and stuff, and the way the road network is. So this might have been a bit that they went through and thought, oh, we don't really have to do a lot here. Could be wrong though. The only way you'd really know is you'd have to compare like for like. You'd have to download a really old version of this game and then do the same route, and then you'd have to play them side by side to see what the differences are. mean, it looks like they've redone the railway crossing bit anyway, but... I can imagine them all sitting around a table having a meeting one day, just driving along going, well, we can revamp this bit, and we can revamp this bit. And then most of it they probably wanted to revamp, and then they thought, well, we won't do every single little bit of Germany, we'll just do like sections of it, like the road layouts and, you know, where the junctions are, and maybe redo some of the cities. Speed in there around that road work. Got 89 kilometres left now until we get to Mannheim. So I'll get XP points for roaming. So many of my drivers can't find jobs, that's terrible. Interesting road this, very windy. Oh gosh, turning the circle on this bus is so bad. At least we're going up like a hill. Yeah, the next bit of fun is finding the bus stop. Right, turn off to Mannheim. Basically going onto a motorway. Actually, no, we've got to come off here because we're literally just coming in here and then round again. grey roads here as well. A bit of Germany I've not been down since they redid some of it. Here. Oh, I just... where did he come from? I don't see him in my mirror. Terrible. Where was he in my mirror? Oh gosh, I'm nearly out of fuel. And now it's raining. That's about right, isn't it? What was it about summer? Oh. Well, this is good, can't see nothing. There you go, a bit of fog. Try and find the bus stop in this lot. You never know, it might appear quite quickly. I might have to set the rain probability slider to none. While I'm driving along here, I've got to look for a bus stop. If anything looks like a bus stop. Is that a bus stop there? It is. There's a bus stop. Bus stop. Nice. Probably go over a little bit more, can't I? Kind of. There we go. There we are. Right, that'll do. We'll put the hazards on, and then we'll. Oh, stop! Stop it! Stop beeping your horn. Right, let's open the doors. It's terrible. You know, you can drive around me, you know. You can drive around me. So what we'll do is your packs are as eager as ever. Yeah, I know, it's not the passengers, it's the cars. Right, anyway, we're resetting the navigation and we're gonna go next to Stuttgart, somewhere in here. Don't know whereabouts in Stuttgart to go. Maybe we'll go here and then we'll hope that there's a bus stop along the way. Okay, let's get going again, shall we? Did I just stop at a green light? I did, didn't I? Yeah, don't they have like lights that basically say that, you know, like a child crossing light or something? And then if that's flashing, it means that there might be children crossing the road. I don't know exactly. I see that sometimes on European buses, although it's not a sign, it's just something that they put on a bus. You know, that they have like the children crossing the road sign on the back of a coach or something. Just to sort of like say to the driver, oh, there might be children crossing, so just be careful when you're overtaking or whatever. Because you know what kids are like, they just run out in the middle of the road, don't they? Sometimes. Well, not just kids, is it really, but it's a school bus. But I don't know how the buses in ATS are done these days, because I know sometimes in ATS you do see a school bus. Right, anyway, next stop is Stuttgart. We need to get some fuel as well, hopefully. Hoping this rain will clear off. There you go, that was the rain shower done with. there, another accident. Oops. So this will be a shortish stream, I think. Once we got to Munich, that'll be it. It's just going to be plonked up on YouTube as well. It's just to do a journey, really, between some cities, see what it was like. Yeah, luckily you don't have this that on the 5-minute Flixbus tape. We're just heading towards Stuttgart at the moment, Carter. Just stopped at Mannheim, got a bus stop in the rain, and we're just heading to Stuttgart now. Well, I've got to try and find a bus stop when I get there. It was just replicating one of the routes that you did on the stream where you went from Cologne to Munich. But like I said yesterday, Kaiserslautern doesn't exist in the base map on ETS, so I couldn't stop at Kaiserslautern, or however it's pronounced. And although, as I said, it is on Pro Mods, but it would mean that I'd have to downgrade my game to the previous version, and then I'd have to see if I've got 100 grand to spend in my profile to buy this bus. So is it really worth it? I don't think it isn't. So it was missed out. And to be honest, it's probably just a few buildings anyway. You just make me even more hyped up. Well, there's no passengers on here though. But then again, my trains on TrainSim tend to be empty as well, sometimes. I'm running out of fuel. Someone forgot to get some fuel, didn't they? Hopefully there'll be a fuel stop. I bet we've been driving past fuel stations and completely forgot. Never mind, it is what it is. Is there a fuel stop anywhere? I'm just going to middle lane hog. You're not going to overtake me. You're not overtaking me, Laurie. No, you're not overtaking me. Oh dear. I'm coasting now, like they tell you on TrainSim World 5 with Matt. Coasting? Blah blah blah. It's got a, oh, there's a fuel station. Look, I've got a garage. I have to pop into the CK garage to get my fuel. So yeah, we're just going to Stuttgart now, and it's late as well. Look, everyone is going to have to stay in a hotel again tonight. I've got no idea travelling from... although, to be honest, I did start from Cologne at... I did start from Cologne at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm not surprised. We could have gone in there, actually. Yeah, it's just like my Grand Utopia, isn't it? That's an Iveco, I just realised. Right, anyway, I'll have to look for a bus stop while we're here. Right, we're just going to pop in here and see if there's a bus stop anywhere. Plus, I need to get some fuel. Looks like there's a railway station up there. Looked a bit like a bus shelter or something. Right, this is Stuttgart apparently, or a part of Stuttgart, because I think the city's might be split up into two pieces. I'm not sure. Wow, it's got to keep an eye out for a bus stop now. I think what I'm going to do though is, while I'm here, I'm just going to go in and going to use the hello ladies and gentlemen, we're just popping into the gas station here. I could have this as the bus station, couldn't I, really? This could be my bus station, everybody off. Yeah, forget it. Sorry about the mess. Oh gosh. It doesn't like coming out of the garage, does it? Wow, it's a good job I'm going in to get some maintenance. Well, we're just going to have to get some maintenance now as well. I must have left some tools lying around on the floor here, and my bus has just run over them. Sorry about your heads. Oh, it should be alright. I think we've driven through the bus. I think we've driven through the old garage before with a ship. Or do you mean all the jolt? Need to find a bus stop. That's my main priority. If not, we'll just have to make up a bus stop. The Mercedes garage can be the bus stop. Here we go, everybody. Here's the bus stop. Oh, right, let's see how much this is going to cost me in repairs. Service recommendations. Wow. That's a lot of money. Probably going to get it smashed up. I'm just going to have a quick look on the map, actually. Because, I mean, we're just here. There is another part of Stuttgart, so we could maybe just drive around a little bit more. Let's go up to here, maybe. I'm sure there's a bus stop here somewhere. As I said, we've got to find the bus stop. Forgot how bad the turning circle on this bus was. So yeah, as you can see, Stuttgart is kind of split up into little areas, so we'll find a bus stop anyway. It's always good for reference, isn't it? So you can always look back at this stream and go, oh, hang on a minute, CK, you took the wrong turn in there, you silly boy. And that's the thing, even if the DLC buses don't have good sounds of them, there will always be someone that will bring out a sound pack for these buses. Might have to be a hotel to stay at as well. Got to keep an eye out for a bus stop. Oh, here we go. What's this? Bus. Well, I don't know about that one. I think that one's not a very nice bus stop. I think we can find a better one than that. Yeah, I don't think I've even got the sounds for the bus up really loud, have I? Oh no, I meant for this one, but this is a modded bus, don't forget, Carter. I'm talking about the official ones that SCS bring out. You know, like when they bring out their official buses. Oh, there's another bus stop. Wow, there's plenty of bus stops here, isn't there? Hey. Wow, there's 2 bus stops in quite a small area. We'll keep going. I can always... I've just got this feeling there might be more. Yeah, if only the ones in... Fernbus sounded like this. There's the U-Bahn. I'll probably be regretting not stopping at the bus stop in a minute. Oh, it's another bus stop. Wow, they're everywhere. So many bus stops here. Well, we'll stop at this one. There's like 3 here in Stuttgart. Well, we'll stop at this one anyway. We'll just let the passengers get off. Just in case there's no more bus stops, at least I've stopped at one in Stuttgart. Do you know what I mean? Although saying that though, right, we're having a stop here, and we will be back for the bus at 7 in the morning. There we go. There we are. They stayed in around the corner. There's a hotel there. It's a pretend hotel. This bus takes ages, doesn't it? Who knew? This is like one of the longest bus journeys ever. Well, anyway, we'll just carry on going anyway, see if there's anything there. We all left the bus by now, yeah, probably. I think they all left the bus a long time ago, Carter. In fact, I didn't check any passengers' tickets. I think they're all still standing at where I started from. There's a viewpoint over there. Oh, I'm supposed to go under here, CK. I can go up there though. Is that a hidden road? Maybe it's a hidden road, CK. There didn't seem to be a barrier telling you that you can go up that road. Oh yeah, in fact you can probably just go up there and yeah, I see what they've done. So this is all still part of Stuttgart, believe it or not. There's a football stadium over there. What's that? That's some sort of racing track or something. Oh wow, it is, isn't it? Look, there's a racing track type thing down there. Look. I wonder if you can drive in there. It's like a test track or something. Yeah. Go-karts. Yeah, we're busy putting in go-kart tracks in all our cities in ETS 2, so you can drive with your friends. Cardo. Oh, there's a train there that's just gone past. Is that a bus stop there? No, it's not, is it? Right, we'll just go in here. Then we'll come back out again. Very sorry, but the driver seems to have got lost. But don't worry, don't despair. CK will somehow get you there. Actually, what we'll do is, while we're here, we'll what's in there? Oh, nothing. Right, we'll just stop here a minute. I'm just gonna just reset now because I can do that. Hang on a minute. Where did I do that? Oh, I'll do it in here. Hang on. So we're here. Let's go from Stuttgart now. We're gonna go to. Is it Munich now? Yeah, we got to go to Munich. Where in Munich? I've got no idea. Thinking of a bus stop. Maybe we should go here. Maybe. There's a lot in Munich as well. It's literally all of this. So gone are the days when it used to just be like a little square. It's like spread out. So you got bits of Munich all over the place. Maybe we should go down to here maybe. And then see if there's a... Or I don't know. Or do that maybe. I don't know where to go. We'll do that maybe, and then I don't know. hopefully there'll be a bus stop in Munich somewhere. Quick, let's go while the lights are red. Right, anyway, we're going to Munich now. Oh look, there's a parking place in there. Should I have a quick look in there maybe? If I can get in there. We could have this as a bus station, couldn't we? A bus station for Stuttgart. Stuttgart bus station. Yeah, I mean, this would be a good temporary bus station, wouldn't it? You know. There you go, there's a nice little bridge there for Egbert to drive his truck under there, look. When he's taken a yacht and he needs to deliver it over there. Poor old Egbert, he'll never live that down now, will he? But yeah, just drive under there. It'd be interesting when the DLC comes out, because obviously they're updating the map as well anyway. So it'd be interesting to see where they put these. Oh, this is going to be a bit difficult, isn't it, coming out of here? Exactly the best designed. Seriously, you're gonna do this to me, are you? There's always one driver, isn't there? Well, compared to all the things that I've done over time, Carter. Probably knowing me, I'll probably forget in a week. It's only because it's still in recent memory. Give it another couple of weeks, it'll be gone. Nice German train going by there, look, with the old red and white coaches. Don't know what sort of train it was though. Might have been a 101. Go over here a little bit. So yeah, the cities have changed quite a lot, haven't they now? Compared to how they used to be. Right, so it's 181 kilometres to Munich. Can you remember how long this drive took you in Fernbus Carder. It was a few hours, wasn't it? You did this. I mean, of course, there's a lot. The game scale's different. Plus, you have to spend time stopping to check people's tickets. Should start to get more mountainous now. Yeah, that's the only trouble about D-Bus is like what you mentioned. When you try and look for it on YouTube, all the videos for D-Bus always tend to be really old. It's almost like D-Bus was like this new thing that come along, and then some content creators went, oh, let's go and stream about D-Bus, and then they played it, and then they kind of like, and then that was it. They kind of played it once or twice, and then that was it really. So you try and find a video about D-Bus, and it's always about something that's years old. So you haven't really got an indication of what it's like these days. I need to come over to the other lane now. Loads of grey roads here. It's because what happened was that I used to have a lot of this section done, and then when they kept bringing out the new revamped areas, and of course all the road layout changes, so everything becomes a grey road again. So then there's still loads of areas that I haven't really driven along since. And so even though I try, when I do an ETS stream, I always go, well, let's try and do a route that I've not been down yet. There's so many grey roads everywhere again now in Germany. It's really hard to cover everywhere unless you kind of, you know, you specifically want to just spend the whole time doing it. I think we'll just pop in here for a minute so everyone can have a small break. You know, there might be a little restaurant or something they can stop at for a couple of minutes. Actually, I didn't need to go this way. I could have just gone straight ahead, couldn't I? Never mind. Right then, everybody, we're just stopping for a couple of minutes to have a break. Stretch your legs, whatever. Another one, yeah, I know. Well, the thing is, though, I think we've probably been on the road for about an hour. Oh, CK, best to do the doors before you turn the engines off. We just had a turnout break. I'm just trying to make the stream go for a bit longer, Carter, because I know the stream will be finished in about half an hour otherwise. What's over here? See, look at this hiding here. See, you wouldn't even probably find this, would you? Not unless you can sort of like drive along this road. I mean, look, you've got a nice little scene there. You've got some little boats and some little boat docks, trampolines. People parked up over there. There's somebody that's just taken a delivery of some invisible cars. They're the new stealth cars out. Maybe I should just do this as a YouTube stream, you know, just have a video running all day long of just the road. see how many followers I can get. Oh look, see, there's something going on over here. Look, the police. And then we got a tractor over there, just sort of loitering. What we got over here? We got a coma. That doesn't sound very good, does it? A coma. That sounds a bit like something you get in an Indian restaurant. I'll have a chicken coma, please. Oh, look, there's a little farm over here where that's interesting. It kind of looked nice, and then as I got nearer to it, the texture's kind of deloaded. Oh no, it's alright now. Oh no, there, see? Weird. Anyway, that's about as near as I can get to it without it textures vanishing. Alright, anyway, let's get back to my bus. I think everyone, we can leave now, I think. Just carry on with our journey to Munich. Gotta do some munching at Munchen. Did I count them all back on? Well, it was very easy to count. I mean, you know, I just needed to look behind and go, well, there's still 0 passengers. I mean, someone could have sneaked on at the back there. But, yeah. That's what it's like though when Carter's counting. He always starts counting and there's always like 2 that he misses out. And then he goes all the way to the front and thinks, oh, there's still 2 people, and then he has to go and find them again. And we're like shouting at the screen, you didn't do that one, you didn't do that one, and he's like just walking around, you know. And then of course, time you type in chat that he missed one out, he's already got them all, and then he reads chat and goes, oh, but I have got them all. And you're like, yeah, but I did write that like 2 minutes ago. Ignore chat. Funny. It's Egbert thinking he's gone to Paynton. Yeah. I just thought it'd be interesting because I haven't really driven around the German map, so it kind of like seeing Carter do these bus routes kind of makes you think, oh, I wonder what it'd be like driving this route in ETS with a Flixbus, especially with the revamped areas since they've been redone. I mean, before they revamped Germany, it was so easy to find a bus stop because you'd literally go into the city centre, which was the square. And there'd always be that one little area that was just like a bus terminal, wasn't it? They just had like 2 different bus assets. They had one which was like a proper bus terminal where you sort of drove your bus up to a dead end. And then you had the other one, which was like a little bus station in a square, and then you kind of drove your bus around the edge of it, and there was like some bus stops, and that was basically what they're like. Now it's like going to be completely different. Can you fly over my house? What do you mean, can I fly over your house? In what? Or you watched someone else streaming and you sort of typed in the wrong window. Maybe someone's doing a flight sim stream. Maybe someone's doing a flight sim stream at Blackpool and she's like, fly over my house. Who knows? I bet it's a sneeze. That sounds a bit like a virtual airline, doesn't it? The Carter could make up for flight sim. Air sneeze. Or sneeze air or something. It's a sneeze. I don't know. Oh, railway line. See, that's quite nice, isn't it? You could like park a camera there, couldn't you? And then you could tell everyone it was a new German route for Train Sim Classic or something. You could say, guess this new route for Train Sim Classic, and everyone would be like, oh, I don't know where that is. Tulip Air for life. Well, yeah, I suppose if you got an allergy to tulips, it would be a sneeze in a 777, wouldn't it? See, Katie still hasn't answered about the can we fly over her house thing. Now is that a bus stop there? Now I reckon that's a bus stop, because if you look, it's like a lay-by here, and then there's a bus shelter, but it doesn't have the bus sign, but to me that looks like a bus stop. So I think that's a bus stop. It just doesn't tell you that it's a bus stop. I think we're in Munich now, aren't we? I think. Anyway, we'll just have a drive around, see if we can find... Oh, that's interesting. Well, forget about what I just said. It sounded interesting. Is this another bus stop here? It is a bus stop. Here's another one. But that one actually had the sign there. Is this another bus stop? There's bus stops everywhere here. Look, that's free. Well, you could do your own little commuter bus stream, couldn't you? Just get a little bus and drive around the streets locally. It's almost getting to OMSI levels of bus stop. Look, another one, look. There's another one, look. This is like OMSI. This is like an OMSI... OMSI Munich. I think that was like 4 bus stops now, or 3. Oh look, there's the football stadium over there. Bayern Munich. Or soccer ball, as I like to say. Look, another bus stop. Wow, they're everywhere here. And there's another one. Is that another one just up the road? Look. Is that another bus stop? Wow. They're everywhere. No, it's not a bus stop, is it? No, it's just an advertising thing. So yeah, the days of square cities, I think, apart from the areas that still need revamping, are long gone. Let's go down this road actually, because it's got like a little roundabout at the end and it's got a Lidl, so we'll see if there's a bus stop down here. I'm just trying to record really on a stream the bus stops, just in case if I ever come here again, at least I know roughly where the bus stops are, if you know what I mean. Then I don't have to spend ages looking for them, then we kind of know where they are, sort of, don't we? Oh look, there's a bus stop here, I think. Yeah, look, it's even... So there you go, so you could stop here for example, and then you could go right, and then the bus you could offload everyone here. In fact, I'll offload everyone here anyway, because that's quite a nice bus stop. Probably wasn't the most perfect stop there, was it? But anyway, everyone can get up there. We outside Lidl's, and then we'll just drive around Munich a bit more anyway, see what there is, and then I'll finish the stream off. I think, as I said, it was just a short one really, just between Cologne and Munich, just to get an idea. Now I do have the mod installed for the real life companies, which is why we're seeing Lidl's. Now you wouldn't normally see a Lidl's in game, I don't think, unless SCS had a license. Who knows? I don't think they do, but I think it's just a mod that I've got installed. So here you can literally just drive around. Well, because this is DB Schenker, yes, I think it's just a mod I've got. So, well, I've always said this for a long time, though, Carter, and I know I keep repeating it, but when they brought out the mod, when they brought out the DLC, which was around sort of Finland and Latvia and Estonia, which I think came after the Scandinavian DLC, I think it was. And then as you were driving around, even like down a country lane, they'd put like a bus shelter in. I thought, why is there so many bus shelters in this map? And I kept thinking maybe it's like one day they're going to put something to do with buses in. Because they always had DLCs come out and they always had bus stops in them, even just randomly just placed somewhere. So maybe it was something they kind of they just didn't know when they were going to do it, but then they just basically said, oh well, while we're designing a map, let's just put some bus stops in here and there, just in case we do run with it in the future, so we don't have to then spend time doing some bus stops because they're already in the map, kind of thing. And of course, in base map used to have bus stations and that as well, didn't it? Which everyone always used to use in Truckers MP as a kind of meeting place. But I'll have to do a Flixbus journey, actually go from, say, Rostock and then go along sort of towards through Latvia and Estonia, and you'll sort of see as we're driving, even just going down like a road, you'll just come across like this random like bus shelter in the countryside somewhere with a little shelter next to it, you know, like a brick building or something else. Wow, it put like it's an interesting thing. Look, there's even a tram line here. Oh look, here comes a tram. Funny, we were just talking about trams. So does that tram line actually go in between that monument? That's pretty cool. I think that's to do with the Olympics, isn't it? That thing. Sure, it's something to do with something, isn't it? we're still driving through Munich here. So we're just driving more into the city centre now. Oh look, there's another bus stop there, but on the other side of the road. There's one there. And then there's a bus stop on the other side of the road, which is cool. There's a bus stop here, and then there's a bus stop on the other side. So if you were just role-playing, just driving a bus around like I'm doing now, at least there's plenty of bus stops that you can choose. I mean, you got one on both sides of the roads almost, on over here. But we're coming to the end of the line here in regards to this. Such a shame that they've got I mean, that road, you just want to drive down it, don't you, really? You still want to go down the road. This is the bus station. Oh, I think they're still building it. Yeah, I think they're still building that bus station. Anyway. Is there anywhere else I can drive that I haven't been to yet? In the city, I mean. We haven't been along here. Let's go back to here. That's still another bit of the city that I haven't driven to. And then we can park up there and then we'll call it a day on the stream. But I will do a continuation stream. We'll go from Munich and then we'll go somewhere else. Now, I don't know if Carter's actually done from Munich to somewhere else. But we'll see. Maybe I'll do Munich to Frankfurt or something. But yeah, there's a lot in the cities now, isn't there? You know, because you've got to remember that for trucks, you're literally dropping off at different drop-off points. But of course, when this bus DLC comes... Look, there's even a bus stop over there, look. There's 2 bus stops there, but they're on an area where the road is cut off. They're literally just over here, let's see, on the corner. So there's 2 bus stops there. And then you've got the U-Bahn as well. There's trams, there's a bus stop. I think we're going to go into the tunnel now, aren't we? So we'll go into this little tunnel bit, which I think just takes us underneath that monument thing, doesn't it? But yeah, I quite enjoyed this in a way. River there. But it just kind of shows you, you know, if they've done this to Germany, what are they going to do to the Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg? Obviously Luxembourg's not, they're not going to have a lot of things to put in it. But then again, you know, I don't know how they do it, but it seems to be like they can I don't know. But it'll be interesting anyway. On in topic of 777s, got a job from Paphos. Oh, so you're doing some jobs to Paphos at the minute. I suppose it's because you went there, didn't you? That happens to me a lot. I tend to do a lot of flights based on where I've been in the past. There we go, another bus stop. You know, like Stockholm to Gatwick, I keep doing a lot purely because that's, I don't know, just makes me happy keep doing that route. It's almost like I'm going to visit everybody there. Even though I'm not actually doing it in real life, it's still nice because you get to fly over the same sort of things, places you see when you fly over it normally. Sometimes I do like routes like Gatwick to Girona or Gatwick to Ibiza or something, Gibraltar. It's a bit like train sim, isn't it? You know, like I keep playing the routes that are based on, you know, what makes you feel good, maybe memories or whatever. Just seeing if there's any more bus stops down this road. What's that over there? It's not a bus station, is it? There's a bus station. There's a bus station. There's a bus station. Nice. I think we found a bus station in Munich. It's just basically like the old bus station, but they've just changed the asset, made it look newer. So you've got like a waiting area now and some loos. That's interesting though. Yeah, well, it's basically very similar to the old asset that they had here, Carda, but they've just retextured it all. Because in some of the older cities, you know, like if you go to like some of the really old base map stuff from the past, like around the UK, there are some bus stations that are kind of like this sort of design, as in you drive around the edge of it. But they've obviously retextured it all. So whether or not this will be like the final, how the bus station in Munich will be, I think it'll probably be based on, I think what SCS will do is they'll base the bus stations on their real life counterparts, so they'll look very similar to how they look in reality. But I guess this is just, maybe they were just experimenting with it and thought, well, we'll just retexture this, because they do say they're going through a lot of them and redoing them all. So it'd be interesting to find out anyway. Let's just carry on going to the end. The trouble is though, it's very hard to manoeuvre your bus around those bus stations. I don't think it'd be fun in multiplayer if you're all trying to all squeeze around there. But it's almost like an airport bus there, isn't it? What sort of bus is that? German Wind. I wonder if that's one of the bus companies they're putting in. German Wind. Is that? Oh, no, it might be the mod I'm using, of course. Yeah, I'm using the Sissels trailer mod. So it might be a trailer. It might not be part of the base map. That's a bus stop there as well. Let's see. There's a bus stop there. Oh, that's the one that I think I drove down at the beginning, wasn't it? Which is the one that I said didn't have the bus station sign, because I've been driving around here. And you've also got some U station stuff going on here as well. I might just before I finish the stream, I might just use the outside cam just to go to a railway line, see if we can see any trains go past briefly. Because we did see some nice trains go past a bit earlier. Oh, we'll just park up here. Because we've already unloaded the 10 passengers. This could be like the bus depot in a way, couldn't it? The bus garage. Maybe I should have just parked up at the other one, but there was still a little bit of the area that I wanted to look at. That'll do. Let's just have a quick wander around the city. So of course, you know, the way it draws. So this is the football stadium, although no ground markings there. Just seems there's a railway line there. If they got anywhere with like a main stadium. What's that over here? What's all that? So again, they don't put in things if you can't drive to them, because there's no point. Which is why the game looks a bit mess, but you can see why they do it. What's that down here? Oh look, there's a tram station here, but it's off map. There you go. There's a tram station here. It's passengers to the invisible. Well, the invisible. Oh look, they've even got this, and yet you can't even drive there. Look, like why would you put that in if you can't even drive? Well, you could drive to it in a way, obviously, because you know, you can kind of go into dev mode and teleport your vehicle somewhere else. So, in a way, you could drive there, but there's a lot of the city that you can't actually explore. And you've got some landmarks in as well that they've put in, which are kind of off limits. But I suppose as long as you see them as a backdrop. That looks like the Brandenburg Gate. Yeah, but it's in Munich though, so it can't obviously be that, can it? I mean, you'd have to look on Google and see if there's actually something like this in Munich. Yeah. I mean, that's reminding me of Butlins over there. Let's have a look on here. See. Yeah, so you can see that, you know, like to save on polygons, they don't show everything. I was just hoping they might have had the railway station in here somewhere. Just to see some trains or something. But it's like, I like the way that they do this to save on, you know, to save on frames and things. There's no point putting in loads of detail if you're not going to be driving there. See, this is not like Forza where you could literally just drive where you want. But they've got a lot of the landmarks in. I know it looks a mess, but I mean, not even there, look. That building there. See, that must be, that might be the council offices. Oh, sorry, we're in Munich, not the UK. Silly me. If that was the UK, that would probably be the council offices for some county council. Look at that, Pete's PC arsts. See, the thing is this poster's not even like, I suppose you could see it from here. Yeah, I suppose when you go in delivering here, I suppose you could see it. But, yeah. Oh, look, that's got the Audi logo on it now. Oh, okay. Thanks, Katie, for taking the time to look it up. So there's that little bus stop again. which shows up on the map as that little square, which is what they used to sort of like show up as originally anyway. In fact, if we... Oh, there's my bus over there. In fact, if we go out onto the map again, if we do the map, you see, if you go over to, say, somewhere like the Netherlands, where we're still base game stuff, and then you go to, say, Rotterdam, you see, I think the bus station in Rotterdam used to be like here, this little bit here, and then because it's like the base game towns, isn't it? And then that would probably be a bus station here on those DLCs. Like that would be a bus station probably. And then trying to think, Luxembourg hasn't been done yet as well. So Luxembourg, if you drove to Luxembourg in game, it's probably this that's the bus stop. So because all the towns on the base map used to just be like this, didn't they? They used to just be like almost like a, well, it's not exactly a square, but I mean you more or less drive around like a square. And then you go over to the UK and it's the same, you know, same sort of template, you know, it's like you drive around like this little area. That would probably be the bus station there for that one. And then Birmingham was the same kind of pattern. Just drive around almost in a square. So again, one of those is probably a bus stop somewhere. Probably here somewhere. Manchester was the same. You know what I'm trying to get at. You know, like on the old base map stuff, they always used to have like every city used to have like a bus station. See, that's probably it there in Liverpool. Anyway, that's enough about that. So anyway, we're looking down here on the map. Munich. Where could we go for the next bus drive? Maybe do Munich to Nuremberg, maybe? And then go to Dresden and then Berlin, because I haven't really done... Look, because since they revamped all the areas, there's so much of this area now, it's all grey roads again. Anyway. Yep. But now it's like completely opened up. I mean, the cities are all spread out everywhere. I mean, look at Frankfurt. Frankfurt, instead of it just being like a square blob, is now like spread out. So like this is probably a bit of Frankfurt. That's probably... All this here is Frankfurt. That's probably where the airport is at Frankfurt, because you've got Air France and KLM. So that's probably Frankfurt Airport there. Circle K, that sounds a bit like Katie circling round an airport, isn't it? Circle K. Anyway, that's enough of the stream. It's just to drive around really, just to see where the bus stops are or whatever. It was quite interesting. Be interesting to do some more journeys like that. My next truck stream though will be back on ATS, carrying on from where I left off yesterday. I don't know whether I'll be streaming that today. Probably not. It'll probably be a stream for tomorrow. Just carrying on with ATS, driving around, notching off some more of those towns and cities. And yeah, anyway, I'm guessing that's for the Circle K thing. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching the stream. If I do stream later on today, well, we'll find out. I don't know. We won't know. But it's... I just thought I'd do a morning stream. It might be a bit more of a pain. Hello, Dave. He's here. Don't forget to worry, Dave. You can always watch the bod back if you want to. Anyway, I'm off now. So bye, everyone. Take care. Bye.